Good morning, Santa Clarita, and welcome to Aging with Power, sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care. I am your host, Myles McNamara, and our show focuses on the challenges and the topics that we faced on this journey that we call aging. We begin aging from the moment we take our first breath, and although our show will primarily focus on adult and senior issues, we will from time to time visit areas of the entire aging spectrum, from the womb to the tomb. Our subject matter experts will address concerns and questions to empower us to make informed decisions. We are live, we are interactive, so if you'd like to call in at any point and ask our guest a question, please feel free to do so. The number is 661-298-KHTS. Again, 661-298-5487. You could either join us on air or pass along your question to our sound engineer, Justin. Say good morning, Justin.
Hi.
Hey. And he will relay your question to us, and we will still address it, because preparation is knowledge, and knowledge is power. So join us live or relay your question. That'd be awesome. But today we have a great show in line for you, some good informative stuff. Going to clear up some misconceptions on one area and educate you on another. Joining me in studio today is Candy Watson. Candy is a reverse mortgage consultant, and therein lies the topic of the misconceptions and the misunderstandings and something that has had a bad name in the past. But Candy's going to educate us and answer any questions that is sort of related to something that is very, very beneficial to our seniors and anyone else who are looking, as far as if you qualify. But Candy Watson, reverse mortgage consultant. Candy, welcome to Aging with Power.
Thank you.
Look forward to hearing what you have to say. And then in the second half of the show, from Los Robles Home Care Services, specializing in home health and palliative care, is Mr. Saul Nunez. Welcome, Saul.
Good morning.
And home health is something that's vital in the recovery of accidents, illnesses, what have you, and the misunderstood palliative care. But Saul's going to educate us on that as well. So again, a great show in line. So stay tuned. Before we get rolling, though, there are a few announcements I'd like to make. As always, coming up, last show I told you to a couple save the dates, and we're getting closer. So if you haven't penciled us in, ink us in and join the fun. On Saturday, February 13th, is our annual Santa Clarita Fun Run put on by the Chamber of Commerce. It's out at Castaic Lake. Nice, bright, early Saturday morning, rain or shine. You can go to santaclarita.com and register, but it is an awesome event. We are looking to have an upwards of 2,000 runners and possibly 4,000 to 5,000 attendees. There are vendor booths that focus on health and wellness. There's companies that will be showing their wares. In addition to the 3 waves of run, we have a first wave of the more serious runners. Then we have our second wave that's what's kind of serious, but let's have some fun. And then we call the third wave our doodah wave. You can do whatever you want. You can push your stroller, you can skip, you can whatever, you can dress up. But it benefits our local Chamber of Commerce, but also it proceeds will also go to the Wish Education Foundation and another really special organization called Jack's Angels, which raises funds and awareness for childhood brain tumors. And Janet Demeter's done a great job in putting that together, called Skip for Jack. It's sort of an event within the event. After our 3 waves of runs are completed, we'll do a Skip for Jack event. Congressman Steve Knight will be there. He's done an amazing job bringing up awareness and such for DPIG as well. But again, that's Saturday, February 13th, Castaic Lake. Go to santaclarita.com and register, and it'll be a great time for all. And then at the end of the month is our annual Celebrity Waiter Dinner that benefits our local Santa Clarita Valley Senior Center with all the amazing programs that they put on over there. Comfort Keepers in Home Care is proud to be the presenting sponsor of this year's Celebrity Waiter Dinner. And if you're not familiar with it, you can go to celebritywaiter.com. And again, if you're not familiar with it, I'm going to ask you what cave you've been living in, because it is the best party in Santa Clarita. It's a costume-themed event. This year, the theme is fun and games. We always try to paint a very broad stroke there so people can dress up and do whatever it is that floats their boat. And that is Saturday, February 27th at our Hyatt Valencia. And again, go to celebritywaiter.com, and there are sponsorships available. There are tables available. Pick your theme, dress up, come on out and have a great time. Thanks to Brian Kegley of Pool Shaffery and Vanessa Wilk. Of course, she's the wife of our Assemblyman Scott Wilk, and she's also the field representative for Senator Runner. They are the co-chairs this year, have done a great job putting a great event together. You can call our senior center in addition to the website at 661-259-9444, and then come and join the party. But we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll be talking to Candy Watson, reverse mortgage consultant, in the first half of the show, then Saul Nunez of Los Robles Home Care for the second half, with some good bits of information for us, folks. You're listening to Aging with Power on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS. Welcome back to Aging with Power. I'm Myles McNamara on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS. If you're just joining us, we've got a great show in line for you today. Joining us first half of the show is Candy Watson, a reverse mortgage consultant. A reverse mortgage is something that's really been misunderstood throughout the years, and for good reason. And Candy's going to clear up a few things for us. It's a huge tool for seniors if they're looking to stay in their own home, if they're looking for something to assist them in their later years. But again, Candy, welcome to Aging with Power.
Thank you. Thanks, Myles.
And reverse mortgages, they are a huge tool, but boy, they had a bad rap in the past.
Yeah, they have.
So why don't you
a lot of misconceptions.
Yeah, so why don't you give us an overview for our listeners of what exactly is a reverse mortgage, and then we'll get into the nitty and the gritty.
Sure. Reverse mortgage is basically for seniors 62 years of age and older, and they own a home, their primary property, and live in it. And they can actually tap into the equity of their property without having to make a monthly payment. It's an FHA insured loan, so it has that mortgage insurance onto the loan, but it does enable so you don't have to have a payment. Some people can't afford payments.
Right.
When they get to the retirement age, they don't want to add another financial burden on them or their monthly.
Well, so what has been the bad rap? I know that it's heavily regulated now, but what gave the reverse mortgages in the past such a bad name, the stigma?
It's so funny. A lot of people still say, and when I talk to them, I said, "Oh, you're going to just take my home." I go, "No, they're not going to take your home. You retain ownership on it. You're on title, not the mortgage company. There's just a normal, like I have a mortgage, and I have a lien that's recorded on my home, with my bank. The same thing. It's a mortgage, a type of mortgage. It just has different rules and regulations to it and guidelines.
And what are the differences? I mean, rather than me going out and getting a second mortgage on my home, which has a monthly payment that you talked about, that a reverse mortgage doesn't. So what is the difference between? And again, when I go out and get a second mortgage in the home, the bank does own part of my home, because it's
you're
as
in
the
a mortgage
lien.
company like that.
But what is the major difference between a reverse mortgage and a home equity line of credit or a second mortgage?
Well, you do, you can do those options because your assets, I always think assets are your home, and you do have equity, which are assets. To get into them, you have to do some sort of a mortgage, whether it's a refi, cash out. So you do that. You do have closing costs. All these three usually have closing costs. Then you have payments on a refi, cash out, on a HELOC, which home equity line of credit with a bank or a financial institution. You have to qualify with your income and credit, and you do have a monthly payment. Now, with a reverse mortgage, you do have to qualify with we do look at credit, and we do look at income now since of last year. So that's something that has changed, but it is a different process, a different look at. So you do not have to have any mortgage payments.
Right.
But you can pay payments if you wish.
And I understand you can either take one large lump sum or you can get a monthly stipend.
You can do a few things. Yes, you can just put a line of credit on there for future use. You can take monthly payments, which is, you could do a tenured payment. That's a TENURE. That means like a lifetime payment. Or you can do a term. So if I meet with a client and they say, I really need this amount of money per month, and my figures don't come up, the tenured figure doesn't come up to what they need, we could look at a term. So, okay, plug in that amount that they need, then I could tell them how many months that would last them, and then it would stop. Or they can take money out at first, take a lump sum at first, leave a line of credit there to take when they want to, or they can take a monthly whatever payment they'd like, and if it's a little payment, then they have maybe another line of credit there too to take from. So they have a lump sum at the beginning, monthly income, and then they might have a line of credit that they can take also.
So many ways to structure.
Yeah, there are many ways of structuring it. Or you can do a fixed rate, which is, you can have an adjustable option or a fixed rate. Fixed rate is one lump sum at the end, at the closing.
You mentioned it at the top, but I think it's important to repeat. 62 years of
62
older,
and
that's
older.
Anybody who's on the deed, I
Yes,
understand.
right. And if they are younger, let's say if their wife, it does happen, the wife is not 62, we can look into what's called a non-borrowing spouse situation. But that is, I'd have to do one-on-one on that. We have to see what that's, so that is a possibility. But.
So we're going to take our next break. When we come back, let's dig a little bit deeper into, again, some of the misconceptions, some of the bad raps, some of the things that you hear, Candy, most often that people are confused about and scared of, and what the regulations and such have done to really bring this back as a viable option for our seniors looking to take a little bit of money out. So don't go away, folks. We'll be right back. You are listening to Aging with Power on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.